Hello travelers, and welcome to April 2018. Can you believe it? I can't. Okay, this is going to be a rather important week. I think a lot of people, particularly if you have Aries factors, are going to be dealing with a lot of quote-unquote me issues. So this is going to be about your reputation, your image, your profile. This can involve surgeries, losing weight, gaining weight, working out, whether you change your hair, have gastric bypass, get boobs, whatever the case may be. We still have a lot of the Pisces influences over the 7th house, which is really confusing partnerships. The moon will be moving into Scorpio. It's already at 0 Scorpio, I think, today. And we will also have some Taurus factors coming up. And these are the big ones because Taurus rules the 2nd house. So this is your finances, bank accounts, charities, mortgages, things that you own yourself. But Taurus also rules the stock market. And we will be having... Uranus is about to station retrograde. I think it may already be in retrograde status, about to head into the sign of Taurus. So I have a friend who's a financial analyst, and I've been talking to him, and he's like, people are freaking out. He says the markets are just up and down. They're crazy. He was trying to tell me all about percentage points. I was like, one ear in one ear, out the other. I have a lot of friends that I talk to in different professions to try to see what is happening in their profession according to the astrology, because I find it to be very interesting. So anyway, we're going to do a general elemental fire reading. So this reading will be for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for April 2018. I cannot believe we're already going into the middle of 2018. It's ridiculous. This is a general reading, and the messages will not resonate with everyone. That does require a personal reading. You can find the link to my website on in the About box section of the channel, and you can also find it in the description box underneath the video, and it will be on the bottom of the screen. You know, I don't know if any of you remember that I was telling you about getting rid of the partnership program. And I've been talking about it for a long time, and so I finally did that. And then Google AdSense has picked up. There's something not right with that either. Those of you who've been with me a while know that I was always complaining about the settings on Facebook. Something just did not feel right. That's why I got rid of my Facebook group. It just didn't feel right. And so I've been trying to delete. I deleted the group, but then I still have administrator rights, but then I can't get back into it to like totally. So anyway, there's just some weird stuff going on, and I'm not too sure what it is, but it's just a hinky feeling that I'm getting. I don't have Google AdSense. Every month they send me, emails here, get your $150 credit. The reason I have one of the reasons why I have a membership site is so that I can keep it ad free. I don't know about you, but I hate going to websites where every damn thing, somebody's page is covered with ads. It's ridiculous. That's just my opinion. And so that's one of the reasons why what you do when you purchase a membership is it helps me to keep my site ad free. Keeps it running, but keeps it ad free. So that when you come on there, you can just go and read. You don't got to worry about accidentally scrolling over links that's going to pull up ads, or it's going to track you that way. Another thing is a lot of you will purchase a reading or product. You will put a throwaway email address on the form. Then your PayPal receipt has, because I get all of that stuff. You don't have to send me an email telling me that you done bought a reading. I get it all. That's the way my website's set up. When you hit that form and fill it out and click send, I get everything. So then your PayPal receipt will come across with another address. Then you'll email me and say, please send it to this third address. The bottom line is you're not hiding from anybody online. If you don't want something out there, period, don't put it out there. Period. Doesn't matter how you hide it. If I can track your IP address, I can find you. It doesn't matter what email address you're using. A lot of people don't understand how the internet works. And once something is out there, it is out there forever. It can be found. You cannot hide it. So if you don't want something on the internet, don't put it out there. Period. I see people putting all kind of shit on their Facebook. I'm like, what? Why are you doing that? Because once it's out there, it's out there. So that's why sometimes people purchase products from me, and then 3 or 4 days will go by and they'll be like, I didn't get, yeah, the hell you did. You gave me 3 different email addresses. The one that I'm going to use is the one that comes with the form. Okay, the one that you put on the booking form is the one I'm going to contact you at. And if it's not an address that you normally use, you're not going to get it. Check your spam folder, particularly if you're using Yahoo. Yahoo and Google do not get along, and it will automatically send shit to the spam folder. Nobody bothers to even check that first. So check your spam folder first to see if you've gotten some information from me, or your reading, or your link, or whatever it is that you purchased. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is that with Aries, all of these Aries factors that are going to be occurring all the way across the whole month of April until about the April 20s, between the 20th and the 22nd, your profile is your online thing. So if you've got Facebook, if you've got dating profiles up, if you've got LinkedIn pages, you might want to go in and check some of the settings, change some things, retweak it. This is a Mercury retrograde, and Mercury has retrograded into the sign of Aries. So this might be an opportunity for you to clean up some stuff, change a few things around, alter the look, so to speak. Okay? So that's why I'm bringing that up. Now, this is going to be, again, general for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This will be a sun, moon, rising fire. So if this reading doesn't resonate, then check back with the other elementals. And we're just going to put the cards down. We're going to do a 9-card spread. I have several clarifiers here. And then you're going to formulate a question for one of the 2 oracle cards. King of Swords, 3 of Swords, Ace of Swords. Some of you dealing with an air sign male, or at least the masculine energy. So whether this is same-sex, heterosexual, this reading will apply. There's been some miscommunication. These are a lot of swords here. Miscommunication. For some of you, this may even have been or precipitated or is talking about a breakup. For others of you, for some of you, this has already occurred. Some of you are in the middle. For some of you, this is coming up. If you've had a question about somebody breaking your heart, the answer is yes. Or maybe you are going to break someone's heart. Okay? The Temperance card, Sagittarius card, has come out. Here is the Knight of Wands, a lot of fire. And then here is the Hierophant card. Wow. For some of you, this is about a long distance relationship, one that has been going on for some time. If this person is not an air sign individual, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and what I'm looking at is somebody who is either in the military or associated with the police. Could be even, sometimes I'll read and the King of Swords will show up as somebody who works for the CIA. The reason why I say that is he's knighting with this Hierophant. The Hierophant rules Taurus. Remember, I'm talking to you about Taurus. But Taurus also rules hierarchical organizations. Big structured organizations. It's not the Capricorn card, where Capricorn rules the government and big corporations. The Hierophant speaks to hierarchical structures. Okay? Here is the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, and the World card. Underneath the deck, I have the Page of Coins. Let me turn my phone down. Okay. Now, right in the center is the Knight of Wands. Now, what's interesting to me is I'm getting that this person is coming back. They've been away for some time. Something to do with their work. This is the Saturn card. That's the Capricorn. One of the Capricorn cards. Okay. This could be about somebody who's retiring from a certain situation. This is definitely somebody coming back. But I also feel that the message of them coming back, and they're coming back quite suddenly. I get this as a home. They've been away for work and now they're coming back home. Definitely here, this is a couple that I'm looking at. The King and Queen of Swords have both come out. They're in the past. In between is a Sagittarius card. The balance between the two, emotions and logic. Perhaps trying to stay on the path that you have been on. See that? And in one respect, this is telling me in the past vertical column that the path was clear and true. Okay, but something has definitely changed here. Now, underneath, I have this High Priestess. And the High Priestess can, most of the time, she relates to the moon. The moon represents women and children. She can represent mothers. She also represents a very highly intelligent female, a keeper of secrets. These are two different women. They're not the same woman. And I think what the cards are telling me is that there is, upon the return of this individual coming back, you are asking for the truth. Has there been somebody else? Is there somebody else? It could very well be the person is coming back to tell you, yes, there's somebody else. This may have occurred on a trip, a foreign trip, an overseas trip. This is about a marriage between the two people, but there's something unspoken between the two. See the two keys? It almost reads as though whatever this thing is, it's speaking about a brand new partnership coming. Here's the Ace of Swords. There is a definite, there are financial issues here and there are career issues here. I think in one respect what the cards are saying is that this is somebody who this individual works with. They both work either in the same organization, have taken the same trip. These are two separate women. But what's interesting is this Page of Pentacles has come out. And the Page of Pentacles is a student. What they do is they study a lot of things. They do a lot of research. So I don't know if this card is telling me that this sometimes is who this woman is. She's not only a keeper of secrets, she does research. She knows things, but she doesn't say anything. It's a secret. You know, I get the feeling that this person, this King of Swords, has never told this other female that he's married. The two keys. In other words, it's like he's been living the bachelor life while he's been away. Sagittarius is a bachelor sign. People who have Sagittarius on the relationship houses, the 4th house, the 7th house, the 8th house, can sometimes have real difficulty with commitment. But the thing is that I feel for some of you, this is not the first time that this has occurred. You know, this could be one of those relationships in which it's kind of like an open relationship. Okay? I don't knock people for how they choose to live their lives. Who the hell am I to tell you how to live your life? Basically, all I can do is keep up with my own shit. Okay? So there's no judgment here. So this could be the idea of some type of open relationship where both people are of like minds. You see? Finding that balance in between commitment and individual freedoms. But there's something different about this one. And it's brought about by the nodes. This card represents Aquarius. She represents Libra, the house of partnerships. So in effect, I have two Venus cards here. Look at that. So this tells me that this is coming back around again. This time, whomever this high priestess female represents, this is different this time. This is not one of those, okay, while you're working, you know, you're free to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to be free to do X, Y, and Z, and then, you know, when time comes, we'll just come back together. This time, I think it's different. Now, there is sometimes inherent danger in open relationships. This is not just to say that there isn't an inherent danger in all relationships, because it's based upon people's choices, right? And it's not to say that even if you're not in an open relationship, cheating and betrayal can't happen. That's not what I'm saying. But it tends to be a bit more, at least in my experience, because I've known a lot of people. I've had a lot of friends. I have a bunch of unusual friends. I have a bunch of friends that have had open relationships, and then, you know, one day they call me up crying, oh my God, I can't believe blah, 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 blah. Or the guy calls, I can't believe she, you know, you're inviting other people into the relationship. And even though that may be more exciting and more, I don't know, choice driven or more freedom loving, and then it always surprises me that they're surprised when somebody enters the picture and the partner wants to leave. That never ceases to amaze me. What the hell were you thinking? And the reason why I say this is, for some of you, I don't feel that there are children involved here, but I do have to say that there is this, there are 3 court cards here. So this lets me know that there are 3 people involved. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 major arcana cards out of 9. So it says that whatever this thing is, it is, on the one hand, it's about major changes, but then I think it's going to deal with how you move forward in this, the research, knowing what you need to know. Now, for some of you, this could be about a work issue, a career issue, unpaid work. What do I mean by unpaid work? If you are a housewife, there is no company in America who can afford to pay you to be a housewife. All of the different hats, all of the different skills that you need to know, they can't afford to pay you a salary, plus give you benefits and give you vacation time. There's no company in America, and I don't care how much billions and billions of dollars are worth, that can afford to keep on a housewife as a paid employee. It just doesn't happen. It couldn't happen. So don't assume that because maybe you're not working outside of the home that you don't have a job. Some people like to say that, well, she's a housewife. No, that's, I think, one of the hardest jobs, to be a mom and a housewife. And you don't go to college for that. You can't get a degree in that. Well, some people get what is known as the MRS degree. They just go to college to find a husband, guy who's coming out of doctor school or lawyer school, which could be what this is all about, because he is a king of swords. So he could be a doctor, a dentist, a surgeon, a lawyer, a police officer, very much so. So it could be one of those types of relationships where you have that kind of financial security, and on the outside everything looks good, but underneath it's not so good. There's been a lot of, the cards are screaming to me, there is somebody else. I think some of you already know this. You see, you're asking for the truth to be revealed to you. But this kind of says that it's on hold. Things are in a static pace. That's what Saturn does. But Saturn, this is not the devil energy, okay? Both of those cards represent Saturn. But this is telling you that this is a cyclical thing. This is a karmic thing. And having Aquarius, and in effect we could say this is the Leo card. This is what we're looking at. That's where the North and the South nodes are sitting. Leo is about the royal bedchamber, the king and the queen, the heirs to the throne, the spares to the throne. It is about lovers, lovers who can make you pregnant, or lovers who can bring in godchildren or stepchildren. It is about junior demographics. I do feel that this woman is younger than you, and by younger, you know, it could be 2 years. So let's pull the cards. The Sibyllus. I would dare say that there is, for some of you, perhaps some light being shed. Now, this page represents, I want to say, the summer time. So we're coming up on that. For some of you, this could be about somebody that maybe your partner was involved with, that they said they left, they're not fooling with them anymore, and you find out they have been. They have not stopped. Because this keeps telling me it's been coming back around, and you've been trying your best to just kind of, I don't know, deal with it. Maybe this is the issue of liking the prestige and the status that come with being with this individual, but really your values have been, in a sense, kind of compromised, your self-esteem. That's also what Venus rules. It's not just about money. First thing I'm going to do is look at this High Priestess. The person has not told you yet, but it is coming. Now, this is interesting because this is the Wheel of Fortune. Sort of like this card, the Wheel. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Sagittarius and Jupiter. So I said this is different this time. And this could be what the message is. They haven't told you yet. That's a card of communication, but nobody's there. So this lets me know that you suspect, but you don't know. It hasn't been confirmed for you yet. The person hasn't come out. It will be coming. Some of you may discover, quote unquote, discover this. Sometimes the Wheel of Fortune is not about luck, like winning the lotto. It can be, wow, I'm so glad I found that out. Wow, that's so, really, I stumbled upon that. I can't, you know, had I not been X, Y, and Z, it can be that kind of factor. Sometimes Fortuna is known as she blindly steers other people. This is other people blindly steering your destiny without realizing it. There she is. There she is. Take a look at this Three of Swords here. Now, do you know what this is telling me? This is telling me that, in effect, for others of you, There is somebody else behind the scenes. And he has just said to her, look, I'm not going to leave my wife and kids. Cheaper to keep her than it is to leave her. This is really what this is about. For others of you, the other message is, no matter what, he's not going to leave that woman. So I really don't know what to tell you guys about that. What I want you to do is to, formulate an angel answer card. You know, I was telling you guys all last year about Jupiter and Libra. Here, let's pull an angel answer on this. I was telling you guys about relationships, and this will be playing out all the way into 2019. I don't care what stage of the game you're at in your barn dance. It's going to play out all the way into perhaps 2020. For some of you, 2024. Due to the Pisces effect on the 7th house. So, that's why you need to get your charts. You need to come over and purchase a 30-day membership. Get your chart. It tells you to take action. Well, only you can decide what that is. You know, the time has come to take action. Your angels are waiting for you to take the next step so that they can assist you along the path to your dreams. Do away with procrastination and uncertainty. In your heart, you know what to do. Get going. Whether you are focused upon career, relationships, or some other topic, the fulfillment of your wishes isn't going to just fall into your lap. You must be actively focused on the pursuit of what you want. Now, I don't know what that means. Somebody out there knows what that means. So, that's what I have for you, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. For April, good luck. Remain balanced and focused out there. If you think you might like a reading, you can, like I said, find the email address here at the bottom of the screen, the About box section of the channel, and under the description box of the video. Until next time, namaste.